Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy TWLO, and thanks for joining me on another weekly watch list recap. Yeah, that's what it is. We're recapping this past week's weekly watch list, top 5 stocks. Man, what a crazy week. Hopefully, everybody took the advice from the video last week, which we had to use the video only, and looked at the downside to our top 5 stocks. So, what happened last week, I apologize, was had everything filmed, had everything ready to go. I had moved my setup out to my living room with an external hard drive where I had my videos on, and watching football, cooking food, something boiled over. I got up, I kicked my hard drive. It went flying across the room, landed on the ground, and wouldn't start back up. So I apologize about that this week. However, we will be back with our written and our video watch list. If you haven't already got those, go to darkpoolcharts.com. Sign up for the weekly watch list newsletter. It's free forever. It's free. And every week we put out a weekly video. Every Sunday we put out a weekly video. We put out a very detailed, in-depth technical analysis and algorithm analysis of our top 5 stocks. So hopefully you can take advantage of that. We're going to get into it. If this is your first time here visiting the channel, thanks. I really do appreciate the support. For everybody that's new, go ahead and click on that like button, subscribe, and go ahead and turn on the bell notifications so you get notified anytime we put out new content. It does help us out with the YouTube algorithm as well, and we're starting to grow the channel, working on production quality. I had to redo all of my assets. It was been a rough week. So real quick intro, I'll be right back to it. See you in a second. All right, hey, welcome back. All right, YouTube friends and family traders out there, let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so top 5 stocks for last week were UPS, TWLO, Snow, and the final one was BIHL, which is a healthcare play. Of those, we looked at both the upward direction and the downward direction. We are in a reversal, or what are they calling it? Not a downtrending market yet, but a retracing correction. Yeah, it's a correcting market. NASDAQ was down 10% last week. ES shortly thereafter. We broke below some very key levels of support and resistance. We touched the 200 SMA on the daily on the ES. I believe we hit the 200 on the NQ. Oh, you know what that is? That's my beer bug test. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Obviously, we're all trying to stay healthy and stay safe out here in these streets. These things, right? These ones that you get at your local pharmacy, Walgreens or whatever. Learned a trick since last week. The entire house was sick. My daughter came home today and said that she couldn't taste pickles. I'm like, wait, what? So we had a nurse practitioner come through and was talking to us about using those tests, and that if you actually do the back of your throat to test for the new variant, right? That they're able to pick those up. Did one on my daughter earlier today. There's a faint line, so here in a little while we're gonna go get out tested again. Man, this world, what's it coming to? Reading some news about Russia-China bloc attempts sanctions after North Korea leader Kim Jong-un threatens to resume nuclear and missile tests. Man, what's this world coming to? DraftKings is like, yo, divisional round, play for free. Okay. I digress. I apologize. We're going to hop into it. This week, UPS, TWLO, and Snow. I'm going to start with UPS. Looking at UPS on my little chart here. This is a 4-hour chart. I'm going to drop it back to the 30-minute and bring it back to the beginning of the week, which was the 14th, right? No, it was the 18th. All right, 18th, failed follow through, rallied up to the 50-day support, right? UPS, that's what we thought was going to happen. So we came in on, yeah, so that would be the 18th was Monday, right? 18th. I believe so. I always get my days confused. I wish I had a weekly rollover line. That'd be great, but let's see. Let's see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't make sense. So it had to have been the 18th. All right, 1 second. You know what? It was MLK Day. That was on the 17th. So we did come in on the 18th. On the 18th, immediately opened up low If we would have got in on the low, rally up to the 34, up to the 50, you could have played the upside on this sucker right here for, let me make sure I get the right tool out here. You could have went from bottom to the top. You could have played this little play right here. $5.74 up to the 50, right? That was the high, up to the 50, rolling over into Thursday and Friday like everything did. Everything took a downturn on Thursday and Friday. Could have played the backside, right? Front side and the backside like it's golf or something. Could have played the downside to that too. UPS up 2.85% early in the week, down probably, I would say, very similar to that. Let's see, from highs to lows, down 3% Thursday into Friday. Most things would have given you an inclination to go ahead and get out, break below the 50 SMA. Go ahead and look at going to the downside. 2.3% to the downside, 2.85% to the upside. UPS definite winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. UPS on the other chart here, a little 4 hour. The play was, if you saw it, remember from the video, I said we're either going to pop up and we're going to move all the way down, or we're going to rally up. Well, we got a little bit of a pop and then a down to the downside, so I was a little bit off on that. There is more downside room on ES, so if you're, or UPS. So it broke its 200 SMA on the 4 hour, broke through the bottom of the 4 hour Keltner channel as well. If it cannot regain the 200, or if it cannot regain Keltner channel bottom, weekly mid, we have to look at the weekly bottom. We have to look at 188 as a potential if it breaks 200 on UPS coming up into the next couple weeks. So keep that in your hat and just keep an eye on it, okay? Next up is W for Wayfair. Obviously Wayfair, right? The move on Wayfair that we were looking at was, either rally up, breaking through, all right, some key levels of support. We said it's going to rally up, which it did. It pulled back, and instead of finding support and continuing up, it went ahead and made its way down, right? Look at this. Glorious downside moves are upon us. Elevator up, escalator up, elevator down. If you want to learn how to catch the downside and you've not done it before, if you're a new trader that started within the last couple of years and you could have thrown a dart at any stock on the market and made money on it, and you're not sure how to gauge these moves and what to look for, I will be doing a special section video on that, specifically showing you some techniques that you can use within TradingView or Thinkorswim to look at charts from a bullish perspective in a bearish market. Let's go. We can do that. All right. I'm definitely going to help you out with help y'all out with that. So, Wayfair, the downside movement, this was glorious. $29.44 for a 17% move to the downside. If you made some money on this, here's the signals on it. Couldn't retake the 21, broke below point of control, back tested it, confirmed it as support, right, or as resistance. So that move off of point of control was still a $25 move to the downside. Wayfair, glorious. We said it's going to do this algorithm. We're going to talk about the algorithm and how really to gauge things for divergence, right? Wayfair had pretty decent bullish divergence coming into the beginning of the week, right? That divergence is still there. As you can see, algos are maintaining a trend line here, right? The algos, they're trying to buy back into this, but all of the micro divergences that has occurred, right? See how price is trading with the algorithm? So we're going to find an upside move where that divergence took place, and I'll look at a move probably eventually back up to 160, 170. So we're going to keep an eye on Wayfair going into the next couple weeks. Okay, next up on the list was TWLO. Not yellow. Hey, was that a stock? No way. Oh, and it's a large cap. Let's go yellow. I might have to look at that a little deeper. I like that name. All right. Twilio. Okay, Twilio, another downside play. So failed breakthrough of the 50. This is just bearishly diverged, or very heavy looking stock. Again, if we got in on the failed retaking of the 50, we could have got let's see, pretty decent downside move actually. So $9.50, right? Could have played maybe a little possible little ripper above the 50 for a couple dollars. That came in, excuse me, on Thursday. Oh, I just took that test. It's got my throat a little wiggly giggly. Still TWLO bearish. Looking at TWLO into the next week. How I'd mentioned, if we can't retake these levels, look for the downside move. Targets hit. We are in a zone, right? This is a trading zone right here. Demand zone. We broke the 4-hour bottom, right? Next stop, monthly bottom. Okay. We may get a quick pop to retest this 4-hour bottom as resistance, and then I think we see a continued move to the downside on TWLO to the monthly bottom. This divergence still needs to play out. Keep this in mind. This is solid bullish divergence now, right? We've got at least 3 days of good divergence forming. When we called it out, we were looking at it here. It had just started. This divergence can take anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks to a month or so. So let's just keep it on. We have to look at it when it starts to curl and starts to break. Then we can look at the reversal. Okay. All right. Moving on. Snowflake. Snow. I love trading snow. White lines are fun. It's a little live stream humor. Okay. So it's very choppy. There were periods of ups and downs that you could have made some pretty significant money or pretty decent money off of. Looking at snow, there's a $17 move to the upside. Let's just take it from the 50 to the 200, right? Come on, from the 50 to the 200, right? That's a $10 move or 3.58%. So one attempt to break the 200, failure. 2 attempts to break the 200, failure. 3rd attempt to break the 200, failure. Triple top, right, is bearish. So just remember that. So on the break of the 200 down to its lows, $29.50 or 10% to the downside. Snow divergence, right? Micro divergences played out, and now we're looking at the algos definitely selling. Okay, and then finally up on our list was BIHL. This was a healthcare play. I told you I've never traded it before. Algo's kind of trading with price action right now. We had dark pool support. We lost it. We had regular block support. There was a quick pop, right? We had a quick popper, and then just a sell-off, just like everything else. Everything pretty much sold off into the end of the week. Very large plays to the downside, and there's going to be room for continuation plays to the downside or potentially quick pops, right? Short rallies to the 21, things like that. We'll go over those on the stream this week. Looking at BIHL for this week, kind of choppy, right? Kind of really choppy. I mean, there's an opportunity to get the rally up to the 21, which is about $13. There was an opportunity here on the 19th, which was Wednesday, right? Oh, what did I do? What does that do? Did I just find a new secret trick in TradingView? Huh. Shortcut key. Not sure what it does. All right, so there's an opportunity coming in on the 19th to rip the rally above the 50. So if we just played above the 50, $10 move. If we would have got this whole move coming into it, would have got $15. But let's just play the safe move of, the break above the 21 and the 34. So $10 move to the upside, and then we also want to grab the puts on the way back down for that move from here to here, right? $25 to the downside, bearish, right? It's negatively stacked moving averages. We have to look at the next downside target. Well, what's that going to be? Maybe retest the 4-hour bottom, right? If we can't get back up to it, or maybe even rally up to the 4-hour mid, which is a 21. So possible rally from 155 to 170. I don't believe we're going to reverse here. So we could rally, reject the 4-hour, and look at the monthly bottom as potential. We reverse, quick rally to 174 for a reversal. It has not overtaken the 21 for quite a while, and it's definitely not overtaken the 50. Okay, so that was the top 5 stocks for last week. Thanks for joining me. I tried to keep this video short and sweet. Look out for a weekend watch list coming out tomorrow. We will be doing some analyzing of both quick pops and drops, so stay tuned. And again, thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. Our channel's starting to grab some traction. We're starting to get a lot more interest in the live streams in the mornings. Twitter's starting to blow up a little bit. We're going to start doing some guest speakers. I've got dark pool charts on the slate to come in and do a guest presentation with me on the live stream. Predicted trades, love those fellas. They're going to be, I might be getting him to come in and talk some more about his product. And then, as always, FlowTrade, smart money, dark pool, block trade, algorithm, software lets us know what's happening with the algos. So we may start looking at these on a more intraday basis, these little 1-minute charts that you can actually see this divergence traded out, this divergence trading with price action, right? So on the 1-minute chart, it's a little easier to see what's going on with price, right? We've got, I thought there was an opportunity. I think there's a way for me to show divergence, show average, show block trades. I thought there was a setting for me to turn on or turn off divergence. Full screen, oh, show divergences. Yeah, I got to start remembering to keep that chart on, or that little, this one on all of them, because it should, as when the market's open, it will show divergence, so you can see it really. So I mean, it really does help us learn more about the market. All right, we'll go into that more. Again, thanks for joining me. Hit the like button on the way out the door, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with your friends, your families, coworkers, neighbors, anyone that you can think of that could benefit from some solid technical analysis. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.